variation of 4 vert here from Michigan. I think the outside receivers read it. They might not, though. You can do it either way. I don't know what the quarterback's really doing here, making this throw, but let's step you through it. So verticals in the seam. I think it's a read on the outside where if they bail, they're going to run hitch. If they stay up, they run vertical. So that takes care of if they're in cover 6, where he's staying down, he's going to run vertical, make the safety win over the top, and then the seam comes open. So on and so forth. All the iterations, cover 2, so on and so forth. So I think they read it on the outside. And the quarterback really just picks the side of the field based off of, it can be anything. It can be on the safety, it can be on the linebacker. Just trying to get numbers, right? Where are my numbers favorable? So you get 3 out this way, 3 out this way, right? With the 1 safety over top. So there's not really a numbers advantage, but there's a space advantage over here. Look at the reroute. Reroutes him all the way into his corner. It's a great job rerouting all the way out into the corner. And by rerouting him so wide, look how he just naturally flows into the hitch route. So this time the quarterback's bailing. Running back is going to come open, but he's not trusting his pocket. On the scramble, he sees this guy open late. People are going to say, well, he's open at the snap, right? He's open the whole way because this guy doesn't see how he wins inside. So he fights inside. He doesn't naturally flow. That's why sometimes you like to attack the boundary, right? What's your leverage situation, right? His leverage is inside, but he's going to flip outside late. See how he's kind of more head up? Really forces it wide. He's outside, so he's going to be able to win inside. Maybe some clues the quarterback can see. But like I was saying, people are going to complain he's not hitting them, right? He's open right now. Yeah, but his progression, whatever it is, has told him to read this side of the field. The mistake is not just running right here and trying to make a throw well past the line of scrimmage. So dead play is Purdue times up their stem well. So you're going to see him stem up, free safety rotate back. Purdue has him outnumbered at the point of attack. Once the motion's happening, the play's locked in. They can't abort out of the play. So you get 7 in the box plus an 8 from the cornerback. So if the quarterback's reading it, quarterback read, cornerback has the edge. And you can't block them all. So the backside goes out to the backside linebacker. Frontside combo goes to the frontside linebacker. Nobody blocks the Mike. Mike makes the tackle. How do you get out of this if you're an offense, though? Well, when the quarterback calls for the snap, you're going to see him take a peek. See how he peeks over here? He should be peeking towards the free safety. Once that free safety starts cheating back, now he can look back at the linebackers and say, hey, nobody's traveling with my wide receiver. I can abort the play, throw the bubble, because I have numbers out there. I don't think Michigan is that advanced in their reads, but they can be with this, and so they can protect it. I've seen a lot of teams trigger off of Michigan's motion, and it hurt Michigan. Right? Illinois did it. A lot of teams are doing it. And so you lose a vertical threat with these wide receiver motions. You have to be able to take advantage of it when the defense overplays that response, right, with play action. Now, this guy can't go vertical on a pass because he's covered, right? So you're limited in what you can do. But that bubble's going to be open based on the response of the defense. You don't need to read anybody pre-snap. You can see it with Purdue's stem. So, quarterback's going to want this one back. Get green Tampa 2 here from Purdue. Green's just a tag that the cornerbacks are going to play at a little bit more depth, at about the first down marker. All right, so it's cover 2, but rather than kind of play hard in the flat, they're going to gain some depth here and just play right in front of the first down marker. You get your Tampa guy who's going to run the pull, so run that pull down the middle, deep half, deep half. Now what Michigan's going to do, when this guy's up and this guy's back, it's a lot of levels. Right? So he runs his little drive route. He runs his check release. Defense is seeing that from way in the backfield and thinking they're running levels. But instead of this guy running the dig, he's going to run the corner. He's going to run the post. It's scissors. First cover two. Cover two beater. It's open. Gotta put it on him. Oh, it's open. Wide open. Right, the cornerback can't gain that much depth. That's a cover two corner. That's open. Look at the weak side safety. Look at the weak side safety. Knew we wanted to go to the scissors side, but you got to check the weak side safety. Why? Because the way that it's going to be is you're going to run the corner, right? You're going to read it corner to post to far side corner. And if they're in too high, someone's beat. Someone's beat. Yeah, look, I get it. He sees the post open. He's hitting the post. Post is open. He's not going to make it to the backside. Just misses. By golly, if they're running spacing and snag, they better be running why stick to. Why not? Quick game hits. They're playing them all here in Purdue. Why stick? So what do they do? So they put formation in the boundary, so 3 into the boundary. Then they run this push motion for the running back. That's going to make it like trips to this side of the field. He's going to run the flat route. He runs something vertical, right? Either a go, he can run a kind of corner route, something like that. He's going to run a stick route. What's a stick route? He's going to read coverage, and he's either going to hitch or he's going to break out. This pushes the safety out on the running back on the flat. He's going to run right at the linebacker. Linebacker stays inside leverage. Boom. Quick out. Open. Nice little 6-yard gain. Man, it is the 3-step drop hits of yesteryear. In 40 years we've been running this, it still works. What's funny, right? So Michigan, like a lot of NFL teams, runs a lot of spot drop zone. These plays were designed to beat spot drop. So you want to talk full circle, right? These plays, stick spacing to lesser extent, but snag, have fallen out of favor a little bit, right? For more downfield passing, more plays that the quarterback has time to read. But if you're going to go up against a lot of spot drop, why not go back to the concepts that were designed to beat spot drop? Cover 2, cover 3. Read your defender key, work off of them. Why stick? 3rd and 4, again, push motion, push into Z snag again. So another, right, they ran that earlier. Double post on the backside. One side is your zone side, one side is your man side. So double slant is your man beater. Z snag is your zone beater, right? So all these 3-step hits, like I said in the last clip, they're designed to beat zone. Designed to beat man is your double slant. Read inside to outside. Cornerback just drives on it. It's called capping the route right here. So this is press, but not, right? You're not jamming him. You're playing press without jamming. Inside leverage. As soon as he breaks inside, you're capping him. Your body is preventing him from winning across your body. And you can easily drive on the route. Right, this is a variation of a throwback. That's all this is. Michigan is responding heavily with the rollout. And this has to be on tape. Because the first play of the game was a throwback. Michigan's in cover 3 here. Play action, you pull the guard opposite the play action, roll out. Now you're going to see what happens on the replay when they show the wide receiver and why they can hit this. He's pumped up. He should be. That's a good contested catch. So he's just running up the seam, right? Now remember, Michigan's in cover 3. Look where the safety is. He's not in the middle of the field. He's cheating to the rollout. Because what's tendency? You roll out, these guys run corner routes, they run outs, so on and so forth. So they're catching them cheating. Route to the weak side, very far weak side. It's going to hold the deep third cornerback. Right? So there's whatever's down here by the tight end. He's just going to run deep enough to hold this cornerback. So he's kind of pushing vertical, getting to about 12 yards. Hold that cornerback and trust that your slot is going to win across the face of the free safety who's cheating to the roll action. A lot of teams, you'll see them actually even stem this. So they'll stem corner, boom, nail that. Remember last year, 2021, Iowa versus Penn State? They had that guy running that kind of crossing route and then boom, back across. This is the same thing. Just work it vertical, get that free safety leaning, get across his face. Doesn't get great separation there. That's good coverage, good contested catch. Right? I'd actually like to see him when he gets past number 7 here. Get those shoulders kind of leaning out. Get that safety leaning even more, and you can get some separation. But it's just a throwback design. All right, you guys recognize spacing concept yet? You guys recognizing it? Center out, pull the coverage, little 8-yard hitch, run to the flat, read the zone. He works flat, so it's cover 3 now, right? So now he's your read defender. He works out, you hit underneath it. He stays in, you hit the flat. Spacing. 3rd and 12, Purdue goes 4-by-1 into the boundary. It's a running back up top. And it looks like a form of cover 1 by Michigan, but so this is what's interesting about this. This is a linebacker out here. So that's a tip about man coverage, right? So you would think if it's man coverage, you're going to get man, 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 deep half. But they actually rotate him down and him deep. Now, what if this guy's running a corner? I mean, the field safety drops down kind of like in man coverage. But it's an interesting way to get there, in my opinion. Now, 4-by-1 again, especially into the boundary here, you're going to get a check, right? Either it's going to be a cover 3 check of some kind or probably cover 1 when facing Michigan. Here they go cover 1. They're just trying to run off coverage, get the underneath throw. Gets tackled right at the line of scrimmage, force a kick. All right, this is a great job mitigating damage on single back power and turning it into a positive play. They reduce down the wide receiver. This basically gives them effectively 12 personnel versus 7-man box. All right, so they're down a man in the box unless you consider this guy a box fit. Left tackle is late out of his stance. All right, so he gets pushed back a yard. Not good, right? That play side tackle, getting pushed back a yard on gap scheme, death, right? Well, no. This guard sees off color, doesn't dance around it, doesn't play patty cake around it. He says, I'm going to knock his ass backwards on my way to my man. And if my man shows up in the hole, great. I'll hit him. If my man takes himself out of the play, great. I'll let him take himself out of the play. Hits color, gains depth. Linebacker's forced to pick a side. Either he's got to take on the puller or he's got to jump outside. Running back shows outside, gets a foot in the ground, boom, north-south. Look at this huge wall of bodies right here. That's how you pick up 8 yards despite having a missed assignment to start the play. That's how you mitigate damage on gap schemes, and that's just beautiful. All right, Michigan's going to tip run with the tight end being covered right here. Play action. Back to the flood concept. Oh, yeah. That's a nice pass, too. Really nice pass. So they get this short, quick motion from a tight end back into formation. Tends to be a split zone type play for them. Let him cross the formation. What you tend to get off of that action, once he gets across the formation right there, a lot of slide RPO, right? So he's sliding out, block, block, still a run play though, right? Boom, fake the handoff, flood. Read high to low. And that's just a really nice pass. So read 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Over the underneath defender. Overload one side of the formation. Do everything you can to sell the run. Sell the run by formation, sell the run by motion, sell the run by action. Nice job. 3rd and 6 with the condensed bunch. Michigan is trying to hit the running back out of the backfield here, but the route is, I think, a little off. The timing is all a little bit messed up. So this is a stick concept for Michigan, opposite spacing. So, right, Purdue's run spacing a million times. Why shouldn't Michigan, right? So inside breaking route, straight up field to the sideline. That's your zone beater on 3rd and 6. Your man beater is on this side. This wide receiver's job is to pick off this linebacker, right? So run, come a hitch, run kind of an angle, a flat route, not directly to the flat. You're kind of trying to angle it up. But you're going to see this route gets delayed in the release. And he misses the linebacker. And the running back's route's a little bit odd. Again, you want to angle it about 4 yards. So you want it like that. So you're catching the ball and you're able to turn upfield for that final 2 or so yards. So it's not like a backfield route. But the timing of it is all a bit weird. The linebacker doesn't get picked. So the quarterback can't go there, has to scramble, then just chucks it deep. So good coverage. And this is why spacing, by the way, versus man coverage is not a great concept. You're going to see them defend this really well here. Nowhere to go to that side. That's why it's more of the zone beater. This is a smart idea by McCarthy, by the way. I mean, that's the matchup that you want. Linebacker on your very athletic running back and good receiver in space. So it's smart for him to kind of roll out this way, punt that ball up to him, give him a chance to make a play on 3rd down. Goes incomplete. All right, here's a good example of what Purdue's trying to do defensively. Watch the tackles move from an over-front to the field to an under-front. Technically, I think they're going under to over-front to strength. And it really messes up some of the blocking assignments. So with a heavy technique defensive end, so lined up in the C gap, he's inside shade on the tight end. Michigan traditionally will arc out to the next level. That's what they did last year. Sometimes they do down block here. That 4-eye or that 6-eye is a tough assignment for a tight end to down block on, especially if he's a true defensive end. So usually you try to arc block him so you get big on big. That being said, they historically have not been as good at executing with this arc block. You get that deuce block between the left tackle and the left guard through this B gap, but now your angle has gotten harder. Why? Because he's jumped out. So now he's outside. He went from inside the guard to outside the guard. So your aiming points and your timing of that combo block to the backside linebacker have changed and become more difficult. Michigan traditionally pulls based off of defensive alignment. So before, when he was out in the B gap, the center was supposed to pull. Now the guard should pull. You're going to see the guard still pull. And he's actually going to see the center pull, say, oh shit, and try to execute almost a reach block there. Oh, basically kind of executes it, but this is the guy that's going to make the play. Or he's going to get back in the mix anyway. So they're shifting the front. I don't think Michigan would ever really want to run this counter scheme into a C gap, B gap down defender there. It's a tough, challenging thing to execute. They do get pretty good push, but again, he splits that double team. Why? Because before it was easy, right? The tackle was going to smash him down onto the guard, tackle was going to release. Then he hops outside, now who's releasing? Well, now you have to feel it. Now, right, who's going, who's gone? Now he splits it. So you're challenging the offense to execute on the fly instead of with communication pre-snap. Purdue goes cover 0 at the goal line. Scramble, throw to a tight end touchdown. Not exactly how it is designed. So it's interesting. This guy's a blitzer, 6. Michigan's in 4 strong here, and he has a responsibility. If the running back is out fast, he's got to peel. So peel is just peel off your blitz into coverage. Well, that's where Michigan wants to go hot. All right, we can't account for a blocker, so what you get is vertical under, and it creates a wall on the coverage because usually it's the running back on the linebacker, right? Or running back on someone inside. And so the running back is your hot. That's immediately where the quarterback looks. But coverage falls off. Now Purdue busts because wide open. But he's already feeling the pressure and he's bailing. I don't know if he sees the ref in black and white, right? Purdue's black and white. Maybe he just sees color flash there and doesn't like it. So he bails out and rolls. But here's the bust. All right, let's wind it back. So what's going to happen is this guy's going to motion in. He's going to signal bunch, 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 bunch. Bunch, 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 bunch. These guys don't hear it. So he thinks he's locking up. He's getting first outside. He's getting first inside. See, he's setting up to be first outside. Yikes. Not good. Anyway, they end up getting bailed out because Purdue's just looking for players in coverage because they know someone's busted. And it ends up a touchdown. 3rd and 12. Michigan's got some brackets on. And then get beaten man. So getting tired of getting beat by this guy, so they're just going to cone this. This is a straight up bracket, man-to-man bracket. They also bracket the slot up here. You're going to see his eyes work straight to him. Outside leverage, inside leverage. And they hit him with the deep in 12-yard dig on the outside. Good throw, good body position on the catch. And he fights for a few more yards. Just watch the body position. So outside leverage here, force him inside. Ball's a little behind, but you can see he's got just body position. Cornerback there, can't let him cross face. Look at the nice little stem. See how he gets on his inside toe? You got to relate in your drop back. He's got to push to get inside leverage. See just that one little step. Watch the one little step. Gain ground inside. Boom, right there. Nice job on the route. Makes the contested catch first down.